Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Go-To Food Podcast, brought to you by Blink, the UK company revolutionising the POS game. And today we're delighted to be joined by, I've had too much sugar, we've already done one this morning, a best-selling writer, an award-winning TV judge, a lauded campaigner, a platform creator. I'm trying to, get some rhythm going here.
Yeah.
A fantastic restaurateur in Rav Gill. Thank you so much for coming in. He's recently opened Gina restaurant, which has opened to critical acclaim. We saw on the weekend the great Fay Maschler in there, who gave you 5 stars.
She did.
Looked like she enjoyed her experience. Gina.
Was she there?
It was all over Instagram.
She wasn't reviewing.
Are you sure?
Apparently not.
Apparently she's come back out of the game.
I thought she was doing it for Tatler.
She said she's not reviewing.
Oh, she'll
but she
review.
was enjoying her meal.
Good.
It was all over Instagram.
What?
It was all over her Instagram stories. She was loving. Yeah. I wasn't spying on the restaurant.
I have not looked. I only saw that she had the chocolate cake.
No, she was loving it.
Okay, fine. Fingers crossed.
Anyway, the restaurant's obviously opened up. We're going to get to that shortly. But you're running it with your husband, Matty. You guys met at Llewellyn's in Herne Hill. Ben opened the restaurant. So do we have Ben to thank for everything?
No.
Ben is the connector of all.
Yeah.
And people don't know this, but you're actually one of the reasons I wrote my first cookbook.
What?
Aren't you?
What? No, you're the reason you wrote your
Yeah,
first
we went for a
cookbook, 'cause
coffee.
it was so good.
Really?
Ben was like, you should write a book. And this was before books were even really a thing,
Yeah.
right? They weren't a big thing. And we went for a coffee and I said, what do I put in a book proposal? And you told me what to do.
You already had your mega folder.
I had a mega
of
folder.
extraordinary recipes.
Yeah, I had that big folder, but I didn't know what, any gateway to entry for that. And
Yeah,
you
no.
were the gateway, really.
Well, that's really sweet.
Ben, you're the fucking gateway. This is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Gateway drug Freddy.
You are. Obviously, you and Matty met in the kitchen there. Initially, not sort of sparks didn't fly in a great way, or I've read.
Yeah. Yes. Well, no. The fact we met when we were developing the menu for the restaurant,
Yeah.
and he didn't like me.
Why?
He unfollowed me on Instagram
Why?
after the first time you met me. I don't know. I think I got
He was jealous of your folder.
clearly,
Yeah.
and he didn't like one of the entremets I made. But then, day 2 or 3, we were in the kitchen side by side. It's a small kitchen at
Yeah,
Llewellyn's.
tiny.
And he
tiny, but-
passive-aggressively kept telling me off about leaving the blue roll on the gas burner because it was a flat top. And then I fell in love with him, of course.
Yeah.
Shit.
So that's just
Treat him-
unfollow people if
yeah.
you like him, and then it'll.
I fell in love with that
He's a
guy.
gorgeous man.
Just a nice person.
Yeah, nice
Cooks
person.
very good food.
Oh,
Yeah.
incredible.
Oh.
And you can now eat it down at Gina in Chingford, which we're going to be talking about more shortly. But you guys got he proposed to you at Freize Art Fair, which is currently going on, is it, or just finished? I don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
he did.
Parking ticket and the waiting. I mean, what happened? How did you celebrate that night?
We were at Freize, had a lovely meal at the Jaconi pop-up at Freize.
Yeah.
Yes.
Went for a walk outside. It was raining. We were walking, and he just got down on one knee and went, "Look, will you marry me?" And got the ring out. And I was like, "Of course."
That's so cute.
Yeah, it was really sweet. Got a parking ticket.
You guys did 2
That
weddings.
makes it quite sexy, I think.
I mean, food had to be, well, I'm guessing a huge role in both. What was on the menu? Can you reveal some incredible dishes?
We did our first wedding, it was civil thing,
Yeah.
because I was pregnant. And then we went to the Dorchester. I went to Maison Francois,
Nice.
had tea and cake, and then we went to the Dorchester when Tom Booton was still there. Lovely.
Booty
Yeah.
boy.
Yes.
He's got something
He's
planned
so
going.
good.
Yeah, so good.
He is so good.
Yeah.
And then for the actual, a year later, we did a little Indian wedding, and we had a local Indian caterer. Lily Vanilli did the cakes. Abby from the
Nice.
shoes sent loads of stuff for Terry from Happy Endings, did the soft
Oh,
serve.
wow.
It was just like a night of eating.
Sounds amazing.
Well, talk us through Gina then, because you said, well, both of you said you never start a restaurant. Then here we are.
I know.
Why?
And how did it come about? It seemed like to happen quite quickly, but I'm sure it didn't happen as quickly as it appeared.
We spoke about it a bit sort of after lockdown, and I'd moved to this place called Chingford, which is kind of near where I grew up anyway, but we used to fantasize about it, walk up and down the street, say, oh, this high street's really missing a good restaurant, there's good brunch places there and nice small coffee shops and stuff, but there's no proper British restaurant on that street. So we kept walking up and down the street going, oh, this would be good, I hope someone does it. And we were really hoping that someone else did it.
Yeah, it would have been easy.
Yeah. And actually, Matty became a private chef during this time. I think when I had our first kid, he went to be a private chef because hours are easier. And we put the idea to bed, but then this site came up and someone told us on the high street that there was this site for sale. And it was a restaurant that we actually liked going to. And we went to see it. We put a little offer in. We thought it would be a fun, just dip our toe. And then we actually got it.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
So you spent 182 grand before you even got the keys.
Yes.
Hardest year
On
to
what?
open a restaurant. I mean,
The blood
Premium.
premium. And you know what's funny is because I was sharing a lot about it on social media, quite a few people were saying, oh yeah, but it's fine because you own the place. No, we don't. We took the lease.
So how long
we
is
don't
your lease?
own the freehold.
No.
And that's a massive misconception in restaurants. The lease is like expensive. And we have a premium in a place like this because there's basically no restaurant sites that you could have. They knew that, you know, we wanted it. And you're paying that premium just to kind of get the space, really.
Yeah.
And almost a lot of places have premiums because you could walk in and essentially run it as a restaurant. We could have, but we ripped everything out.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I like a clean toilet and I like, you know.
Yeah.
I
Who
don't-
doesn't?
That's fair enough.
Some people don't.
And the
Right, okay,
kitchen,
then.
you had to rip the kitchen out?
Ripped everything out and started again.
So the premium, you just pay for nothing, really.
Yeah, just for the shell, really.
But I mean, you're sort of, you know, shining a light on the reality of opening a restaurant. Your Substack's incredible. What figure are we up to now? Now you're open. I mean, it was 182 bags before you even fucking got
To
the key in
open
the
the
door.
door to guess, it was £500,000.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, and there's still quite a few more costs that we're incurring.
And then
now.
people complain when they have to spend sort of 12 quid on a starter. Or...
You know what's funny? It's been an amazing lesson in costs. And I've always been in restaurants as a chef, and I love restaurants, as I'm sure you guys do, but running it with your own money is a very different story. So I now look at restaurants completely differently.
Yeah.
And I never would have had that perspective had I not actually done it myself.
So true.
Right?
Yeah. You share, obviously, everything, which is great and such a useful resource. Do you think that makes people like... Because I would think people would feel more like gently towards you because they've seen the journey and they've seen it. But is that the case? Or could it be the other way around where almost like there's too much info and people...
I don't know. I think we have this really lovely group of people who read the Substack who are so like committed and understanding. They come in and they often talk to us about the topics that we've raised.
Yeah.
Or they come and support us. We've had people from Qatar come in, from America, from Monaco, because they read it and they're really intrigued. And that's like amazing.
So cool.
But then on the other side, I have had some like real life trolling. We had a guy who I think in one of the first couple of months, I posted a story just saying like, not everything is for everybody all the time.
Yeah.
Sort of story. And just saying like, you can see the price on the menu outside, and if you don't like eating these things, maybe don't come.
You don't need to come in.
So I posted like just a silly Instagram story about it. Just didn't think anything of it. This guy wrote me an essay about why I was wrong, and then he came into the restaurant. He ordered lunch, and then wrote us like a 1-star Google review.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I have that sometimes.
Well, talk us through what people can expect from the restaurant. Because obviously, you know, you said it was crying out for a good British restaurant. But if I'm walking into the magisterial doors, you know, it looks incredible. And that front little terrace you've done as well, it's great as well. But what can I expect? I mean, what are the little dishes?
Well, I think it's grown massively from what it first was. Me and Matty were reflecting on this yesterday. We opened it to be a neighbourhood restaurant. We always wanted like really nice cuts of meat, a burger, which we took off the menu, a nice plate of pasta, and just like delicious things.
Yeah.
But it's really evolved to be a bit more refined than that, kind of in response to our customers. We didn't realise that people in Essex will come in at lunchtime and drop £100 on a steak, but they love it there.
Really?
Yeah. And we have found that the audience they want good food. They're like crying out for it. So we often get like really large bookings. The other day we put a black truffle risotto on as a starter. And just really simple, £25 starter. And the second we put it on the menu, 2 women came in, ordered 2, and then they ordered the wing rib, which was like another really expensive dish.
Yeah.
And then they had desserts and they had champagne. And like, people really like
Unbelievable.
coming out to eat there.
People should open more restaurants
Yeah.
in Chingford.
But we feel like a lot of them come
That's
back.
incredible.
They book every week,
Yeah,
and
nice.
it's like they feel happy to not have to travel into central London. They spend almost like that commuting fare in the restaurant.
Spend it in the restaurant.
But that's what I was going to say. Like, Byatt's got that right with Trinity, hasn't he? Or even like the places around Clapham. Like, people can't be asked to do another 30, 40 minutes into central Soho. They're willing to just spend in the neighbourhood. I think that's after COVID. People want to stay local and eat good
I'm
food.
desperate to go to Trinity.
So good.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
morning
Yeah.
Matty and I were like, when can we go?
You got to go.
Yeah.
Well, Byatt's a listener, so just whisper it quietly. He's going to
Yeah.
get you in
Just
the
so
doors.
far. It's like the opposite end of, you know.
I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I think Adam Byatt will send a car.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
and get you and Matty.
It's the least he can do.
It's the least he could do, Freddie.
You must be fucking knackered though. Come on, you're running a restaurant. You're still writing a bit. You're doing TV work. I mean, your son Donato as well. Where do
Like
you find
call
the
him by
time?
his full name?
Thank you.
Well, that's his name.
Government name.
No, no, I'm just...
It's his Italian name.
Yeah.
He's half Italian.
People on the internet refer to him as Donny, is all I'm saying. Freddie.
Well, it's people do. I'm not people. I'm going to give him his official Italian name.
Yeah, it's nice.
I would speak Italian as well, but we don't have that many Italian listeners. But you must be knackered. How are you getting it all in? I mean, how are you juggling it? How are you not having a sort of a midlife crisis? How are you not breaking down?
I think internally I am breaking down at times, of course, but it's okay. I just know that this is not forever. This is like a really tough part of my life, but it's not. I've had an easy ride in my 20s.
Yeah.
So it's fine. I don't need to be a priority for now. You know, I'll wait.
But Tom Kerridge came on and he said, running a place with your partner, a restaurant where you live together, cook together, run the place together, deal with customers together, do all the fucking finance together. It's like, it can break you. Has that been the sort of the toughest thing?
I think it's so hard.
Yeah.
Because you want so much from that person. You're depending on each other when you carry it home with you. But I think the saving grace has been, we recorded a TV show, right, about the whole opening. And when that happened, they filmed recipes in our flat, and I moved out. So I moved into my mum's house with our son, and Matty stayed in the flat because it just wasn't any space.
Yeah.
Because it's a one-bedroom flat. It's a bit of a tricky, studio area. And I never moved back. So I still live with my mum and Donnie, and Matty lives in the flat.
That's ideal.
So actually, I think that's the reason why we're okay.
Yeah.
Is we don't...
And you see each other at work.
Yeah.
That is so nice.
Every now and then I come to stay, but
Yeah.
I'm mostly just sleeping in my teenager bedroom.
Wow.
What a dream.
Yeah.
That's great.
I think maybe more married couples should look at this.
Yeah.
As
So
an option.
Are you going to the restaurant every day? I mean, obviously you've got loads of other commitments yourself, but are you in the restaurant every day?
Yeah, I'm there every day.
Fucking hell.
I work...
Was that always the plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, right.
But what was annoying is at the beginning, I was having to do a lot of front of house, and I didn't want to do it. I was pushed into front of house, and I had to do it to figure out, what to do. But I'd never done front of house before. I thought it would be easy. It's so hard.
So hard.
And I wish I'd done like a year in a restaurant front of house before opening Gina. Because there was a lot of systems we hadn't sorted out, just a lot of factors I hadn't considered about the layering of different customers coming in with different needs and all of the 100 different scenarios that you might not have considered happening that I didn't realise happen in restaurants. So I had to do front of house for a while, and now we've got an amazing general manager, TJ. I've gone back into the kitchen where I feel the most comfortable and happiest, and I do dessert Monday to Friday.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Blink can help you with those problems if you want. We'll be shouting them out later, giving you some free months if you want it. If you want
The
it.
Blink rep has been in.
Oh, really?
Did you turn them away?
Terrifying.
I want to talk to them, but I just can't.
Yeah, he's quite intense if it was Gregory.
No, it wouldn't have been Gregory. I think David works Essex.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
David. It is David.
Yeah, thank you. But we'll get
How
Greg.
do you know that?
What?
How do you know that?
Mate, I did the full Blink training.
Yeah. I've got 3 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, but we'll get Greg to come up and say hello.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Talk us about the challenges you've experienced. I mean, we'll get onto customers later. We always ask people about, bad customers. But what have been the big... I mean, we don't want to ruin the TV show as well for people watching. But, what have been the big old, challenges?
I think I thought it would be easier than it is.
Really, yeah.
Naively. But that's with the fact that I've done 4 restaurant openings before.
I was going to say, you've been in there. You've seen them.
So I really thought I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
But when it's your own money, it's really hard.
Yeah.
You lie awake at night thinking about...
Yeah, nightmare.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, everything is hard.
Did you... Because you're an organised person.
Yes.
Did you have it all plotted out how you were going to spend this money and you knew what was coming? Or were there things that kind of crept up and really surprised you?
Yeah. I'm a spreadsheet person.
Yeah.
We do we have pie charts, stock take forms, Excel spreadsheets, calculators, everything is intact. But even with that, we definitely underestimated how much.
So what were the things that kind of really caught you out?
I think just making the restaurant nice
Yeah.
was difficult. And even still, we spent £500,000 and there's still so much I'd like to fix and change, but we just don't have the budget right now to do that.
No.
And things that I didn't think about, like soundproofing, making the acoustics better. I didn't think about those things.
I know.
And I wish I had. Even the material that your menu is printed on and making sure that you're not wasting it because it gets wine spilt over every night and,
Or someone's kid draws on it.
Yeah, which
My kid does that a lot.
We get a lot, but
They're
I
like,
don't
I'm so
mind.
sorry, and people are like, it's fine.
We're full of
I know
kids.
it's annoying.
We're actually full of kids all the time.
Yeah.
I love it.
Really?
Oh yeah, they can do what they like.
Okay.
You also wrote that you had some locals come up and keep saying, is this an Indian restaurant? That must have been the fucking piss state, huh?
Yeah, it would actually be in the lead up to the restaurant. You wouldn't even know that I owned this restaurant at that point because I was in tracksuit bottoms, gardening the front or painting something, and everyone, even the people the bin man or anyone walking past, postman, they'd come up to me, even though there was like a room full of builders, and just go, "What are you opening? An Indian restaurant?" And I'm like, why does it look like I'm opening this? A, and also there's one next door. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Bizarre.
And it's called Gina's.
People do find that crazy, you know. I have found that people expect it to be an Indian restaurant. A lot of people are confused as to why it's not an Indian restaurant.
That's
But those are,
Crazy.
I think, must be people that don't really know me. They just assume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but still, like,
And
Really?
then
Not every
people
white
are
person opens
surprised that I
restaurants opening a
love
greasy
beef,
spoon.
I love pork, I love meat. People find that a bit of a mismatch because they assume I'd be Hindu, but I serve beef, but I'm not Hindu. And people assume I'm Muslim and I serve pork and alcohol, but I'm not Muslim. But it's like quite a difficult thing
people need
sometimes.
to
for
stop
people.
assuming.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, stop the assumptions.
Yeah.
You are obviously the pastry queen, though. I mean, where did this sweet tooth, this love of sweetness come? Apparently, you lived sort of near a corner shop. You were always in the sweet section. Is that right?
My dad owned a corner shop
Right,
and I lived
okay.
upstairs.
That's
Yeah,
a
the
recipe
dream.
for disaster.
Yeah.
What were you eating then every day? I mean, what was your sort of kryptonite?
Crunchies and
Yeah.
chocolate covered raisins.
Oh,
You're,
still
you're a
go in for a little
you're a
bag of
sucker for
chocolate
those.
raisins, yeah.
Yeah. So is that where your love of just sugar came from?
I think, I've always had a massive sweet tooth.
really?
Yeah. And my mum never really said no. So I'm quite controlled with it. Like I know that.
Yeah, right.
Whereas
you weren't
Matty
fighting
wasn't
against
allowed
something.
it. And he will eat a whole packet of biscuits. You know those pickup bars?
Mm.
If I open, I'll have one and I'll eat it slowly. He can eat 5, just in one go.
That's impressive. Man, he's looking good for it as well.
It's unbelievable.
Maybe we should all
How's
be
he
eating
doing
more
that?
pickup bars.
Yeah.
I know. What's going on?
Called stress.
Yeah, right.
What about
It's a
sort
slim
of food memories though, in terms of savoury wise? Were you a bit picky growing up, or did you love
Very
your? Yeah.
picky. But I grew up in a Sikh household. It was always like dals and different sabjis and rice and, roti. But I would have my favourites of things that I would eat. I would always eat saag. I'd always eat certain like samosas, but I wouldn't eat other things.
Was that like a frustration?
My mum found it really annoying. I was really fussy.
It's like, come on.
And then it sort of something clicked when I was about 13 or 14. I went over to one of my best friend's house for dinner, and I felt so embarrassed that I didn't want to eat some of the food because I was scared of it.
Yeah.
I ate everything, like all of the things that her mum made, and then I stopped.
In your
being
head,
fussy.
were you like, oh my god, this is
Yeah, I was like, this is really
incredible.
nice.
actually incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first time I'd eaten a green bean.
Really.
Yeah, like
What
as in as a green bean
Yeah.
rather than like mushed up in some sort of curry.
What about going out to sort of restaurants as a kid? I mean, Ben, you used to say all your friends were going to Pizza Express, and you were asking for your birthday parties to go to like
Yeah, mate,
an oyster shop.
Rendezvous in Westerham. It's a mussel restaurant.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
unbelievable. Still there. I recommend it. Still. Yeah.
But-
What was your? Yeah. Were you?
Where did I go?
Yeah. Or like, were you into food? No. You were fussy.
No, I mean, I liked the food I was having. I mean, McDonald's to me was the ultimate treat
Mm.
because we didn't have a lot of money, and I think that those things were a real treat for us.
Yeah.
Going to McDonald's.
What was the order?
Chicken sandwich meal,
Beautiful.
extra mayo.
Yeah.
You can get extra mayo.
Yeah.
And
Free
muff.
cheeseburger as a student as well.
Now I don't really eat that, but back then it was a real treat to get at McDonald's.
Talking about burgers,
Extra mayo is
why
blowing my
did
mind.
you take the burger off the menu then?
It's a really interesting thing with the burger.
Go on.
We wanted to create the most perfect little burger because when me and Matty go out to eat, sometimes if there's a burger on the menu, we'll order it
Yes.
and we'll just share it as an extra
Yeah.
with our main. You know?
That is.
Burger for the
Sort of like you go to
table.
Rita's, share a burger.
Yes, just a
That's
little
a
bit
nice
of
move.
something.
Yeah.
So that's what we wanted for the burger.
Just quickly, when do you? Sorry, this is blowing my mind. During the how do you know when to eat the burger?
We just eat it all as we go.
But, okay, the starters come first, then you have the burger come with the mains.
Yeah, burger with the mains.
Sorry, so I just wanted to clear that
Yeah.
up. 'cause-
We don't like missing out.
It's like a side cut.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
good to know.
You know, like the plimp sole, you would have a
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, that
just
kind of vibe.
burgers
Yeah.
on the table.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Sorry.
We wanted it to be that with like really amazing beef, minced beautifully, cooked and put in, just very, very simple. But what we found is it attracted it attracted our worst Google reviews, and it also attracted clientele who would come in, order I think it was like at the beginning it was £12, right?
Yeah.
So they'd have the burger, they'd have tap water, not even the like £1 Bellu
Yeah,
contribution. It was tap water, burger, and remove the service charge, please.
Fuck off. Really?
Yeah. So that person would take a table of 2 for an hour maybe
Yeah.
and have a burger and then leave. And it just kind of, when we looked at it and people were in the area. Some people said it was the best burger they ever had, but then there were some people that were saying, why is there no coleslaw on the side? Or you should try and put a pineapple in it. Or I want it loaded. Or I want fries on the side. And there was like quite a lot of opinion. It attracted a lot of opinion.
Yeah, right.
So we just removed it.
Better not to have it.
And actually, the whole business just flipped, and it's just been better ever since we got rid of it.
Do you feel because you're sort of a famous person, pre-being a restaurateur, let's say, that people come for you because they want to have, I don't know, an arm wrestle, a digital arm wrestle with
What do you
Rav?
mean, like a...
Well, like, I don't know, like people come and go like, you know, we'll leave a 1-star review, and I don't know, maybe they haven't even been to the restaurant. Is that a thing you got to deal with? I'm not sure.
The nice thing about where we are in Chingford is loads of people have got no idea who I am.
Really?
And I just like that they come in and just have got no clue, and they've just heard about it in the Essex food chat and come in and have a nice meal. But then there are people, the loveliest people, that travel from abroad because they know me.
Yeah, nice.
And that's nice. And they are the nicest people. And whenever I see them, they're always so happy and we have a lovely chat. And I found that that's been very positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then, of course, there are some like random
But
strange things.
let's talk about bad customers. Come on, we ask everyone. This isn't just for you. This is for everyone. What, like, you know, you haven't been open that long, but there must have been some rotters, as Ben would say.
I think in the first month we had some really bad customers, really bad, and it made me want to close the place immediately.
Really?
Yeah.
What were they
it was
doing?
bad.
Can we get some examples, please?
I think it was because we were this new restaurant ruffling a lot of feathers in the area, and some people didn't like that. And
Why rustling feathers?
I don't even
Just
really
because it was
know.
like new and exciting and...
I couldn't even properly explain it to you, but apparently there was a lot of like anger on Facebook groups about us, and people making judgments and people saying horrible things. And I don't even have a Facebook account, so I didn't know any of this was going on. I also am so used to internet trolling that it doesn't actually bother me.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make my blood boil. I'm just like, whatever. And so I was like, okay. And I remember just standing in the street and someone coming up to me and going, don't worry about those Facebook people. They're crazy. And I thought,
Like, what
well,
people?
I haven't seen any of it,
Yeah.
but I won't worry. And it was sort of a group of people who felt that they were angry that we'd opened up, and then they were leaving us 1-star Google reviews, some of which had never been there. And we knew, like, maybe the area that it was coming from.
Yeah.
It was just, we had a lot of shit at the beginning.
Wow.
We had people, one of the worst days was when a table of 2 showed up, had a lovely meal. They were, like, perfectly nice, apparently. But then when it came to paying, just kicked off 2 women, really nasty to one of my lovely waitresses, made her cry because they just turned really nasty towards her. Then the table next to her saw that they'd got their bill for free because they were just so... We were like, let's just not charge
Get rid
them.
of
them.
It's so awful. The table next to them saw that happened and then did the same thing
Give that a go.
to my lovely Olivia.
Ugh.
And then she was... Honestly, it was awful. And then the 2 tables... This guy on the other table got up and started telling people, the fish here has got bones in it. You've got to be really careful. And just like... I don't understand what his problem was, but then he went round the other tables in the restaurant telling people that we were crap and that, to be careful. And then they got their bill for free because they were like, he was like lurching over one of our waitresses. And then the 2 tables then became friends and went across the road and had drinks and just stared at
So you see the worst of
you.
humanity, don't you, really? I mean,
Yeah.
you see people turn into their worst versions.
It was like a
Trying to
group
get a
of
freebie.
people acted like we'd created a personal attack against them by
Yeah,
opening.
yeah.
And I was like, I opened this restaurant because I want people to have a nice place to come and eat.
Yeah.
I'm not becoming a millionaire right now. I'm genuinely
Opposite.
slogging my guts out because I want to create a nice thing. That's hard.
Christ. What's his issue with fish has bones in
I
it?
don't know. But that was a real problem for us in the first month. People were in shock that the fish had bones. Not everybody, but some people.
But they know that what a fish is.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't.
But we then had to, just...
It's like getting a roast
But you know what
chicken
it
and
is?
being like, guy, there's fucking bones
Yeah.
inside this roast chicken.
But it's not everybody. It's really not everybody.
just
It's
enough.
just a small percentage of people.
Chill out. Fish have bones.
Well, you were a fussy eater, weren't you? But apparently, maybe this isn't right. An astrologer said when you were 14 you were good at working food.
Yeah.
That's true.
What?
Yeah. And my mum didn't tell me because she thought
like,
that
"That's
it was
wrong."
nonsense. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Then I did go. And she said...
So hold on, she
"There was-
didn't tell you, so it wasn't like that planted a seed in your head
No.
and then you were like...
She didn't tell me. She only told me, I think, like a couple of years back when I had already established myself in food. And he also said to her that I was going to gain a lot of weight working in food, so I had to be careful.
Fuck you, astrologer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
a few
crazy.
other things.
A lot of people who've come to the podcast who sort of Indian heritage would say that they learn from their mum or their grannies, normally, in the household. Apparently that wasn't the case with you. You learnt Indian food in Jamava.
My mum is such an amazing cook.
Yeah.
Incredible. She just does things by hand. I mean, I think I developed a palate with her because she's amazing at spicing and her seasoning is always bang on. But she's very private, does not want me around her while she's cooking. Now it's fine, I'm there all the time. But she's a clean freak. She doesn't want people touching stuff around her. I can't even do the washing up. She wants to do the washing up her way.
Really?
Yeah, so as a kid, it
What a
would always be like,
result.
get out.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was, very, but my grandma's also was a good cook, and I would sit with her at the dining table and, pick herbs or do whatever with her.
Yeah.
She refused to use the oven, apparently.
My mum.
No, your granny.
My grandma, yeah. My grandma had a lot of particularities.
Why didn't she want to use the oven, though?
I think a lot of Indian people don't cook with the oven.
Oh,
They
right.
cook a lot just on the stove.
Oh, fair
Yeah.
play.
Yeah. The same pan, the same spoons,
Can trust
everything,
her.
They chop in, my mum chops in her hand still. She doesn't.
Yeah.
They didn't have a chopping board until I was like maybe 20.
Really?
I was like, you should use one of
So
these.
you were the chopping board influencer
Yeah.
in the house.
They chop everything in their hand.
Did they come judge your food at Jamava? Were they happy or not?
My mum really liked Jamavar.
Really?
Yeah.
The food was banging there. Have you been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
So
delicious.
where was Jamavar in the journey? 'Cause
That was
why did you decide to become a chef?
because I loved cooking for people. When I was at uni, I spent the whole time just cooking for everybody else. And I was the girl. I didn't drink, but I loved going out. So I'd go out. I'd be the last one on a night out with all my friends. But I'd wake up, spring in my step, hoovering the place, cleaning,
Yeah.
making sure my friends that were hungover were okay, cooking for everybody.
What an asset.
Were you
Yeah.
powered by sugar on a night out, like being a kid again?
Yeah, I'd have a Coke, one Coke.
Oh, wow.
That was it.
That's all
Or
you
a
need.
ginger ale.
Yeah. Oh, I do like a
Yeah.
ginger ale.
But I never drank. I loved socializing. I loved dancing. I loved being out. But I used to cook for everybody. That was my thing at uni. So then when I came to the end of my psychology degree, I was like, I could do this PhD that I've been offered, or I could go and be a chef. I'll go and be a chef.
How was that received?
Really badly.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But you Googled how to be a chef, didn't you?
Yeah. And I think Le Cordon Bleu popped up. I was like, right, okay, I'll go to
I
this
guess I'll
place.
go there then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was that like? I mean, is it as magical? I mean, a lot of people have come on the show who've been on Cordon Bleu or the likes, Leiths. Or...
When I did Le Cordon Bleu, I think it was £6,000 for the 2 terms.
Yeah.
I was working at doing like random agency work and at a private members club for free at that time to like learn a bit about chefing. And then I was doing Le Cordon Bleu. I really liked it, but I couldn't afford to do savoury. So I wanted to at that point, but I
Yeah.
couldn't afford it. So I just did sweet, and then I went straight into like paid work in kitchens.
Nice.
So where was your first gig?
I was at Harvey Nichols, the 5th floor, when it was
Yeah.
a restaurant.
Yeah.
I was there.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I went, and I only went there because my cousin worked in the HR department there. So cause I didn't know much
Yeah.
about restaurants, genuinely,
No.
really didn't know anything. And then I went across the road to Zuma because that was across the road, and I saw that, and it was all sort of like that.
Yeah.
So were you immediately in the sort of pastry kitchen, or did you ever?
Always.
Never fucked with savoury stuff.
I have done, but I remember going to St. John like years later. I think after Zuma, it was 4 years after that. I ended up at St. John, and I only ended up there because I saw it on Gumtree. But I didn't know what St. John was.
Really, because that was going to be one of my questions. Is like, it all seemed quite random in the beginning,
Really random.
and then did you have a moment where you're like, right, I'm going to go to St. John, but even that was.
I didn't know what it was. I heard whispers of a friend who went to Le Cordon Bleu who went to open the St. John Hotel.
Yeah, right.
And I knew it was like white, but like, I knew the way it looked, but I knew nothing about it. And I showed up for an interview at the bakery because it was a bakery job.
Yeah.
And it was £7 an hour at the time. And I went there, and it was so funny. My boss at the time, who I'm still really good friends with, he just kind of gave me the job. I was making Eccles cakes and granola and brownies.
Yeah.
And he was like impressed that I could do those things. But it was very easy for me because I was a pastry chef.
Yeah.
And he was saying he doesn't normally employ those pastry chefs.
Right.
So I was like actually a pastry chef at St. John. And then I moved into Smithfield in the pastry department. And I was the only pastry chef out of a team of 4. They were all chefs doing pastry. But I was a pastry chef.
So cool.
So did you manage to bring stuff onto the menu?
Yeah.
Go on, talk us through that.
I loved that about St. John. It was like I had to learn a lot about it because I didn't even know who Fergus Henderson was. But I just knew he was a really nice man that would come in every morning
Yeah.
and like maybe sit and have some seed cake.
Mm.
But he would draw things and then say, like one night he drew a pair of breasts on a tablecloth and tore it and gave it to me. And then I said, well, I'm not going to make those, but I will make you Paris-Brest. And then we did like a tasting of, I would make like 10 different Paris-Brests and put them on a table and we'd eat them and talk about it. And we did like ice cream sandwiches when I was there.
Yeah.
Some of the ice creams I developed, the cherry and custard pie, some of the chocolate puddings. But I loved that they allowed me to develop stuff there because it was quite like a new thing to be able to put things on the menu at St. John.
Yeah, I mean, like people talk about that as being like a real honour.
Yeah, but bear in mind, I really didn't know much. Didn't really know the magnitude of what I was doing.
No.
It was only when I left, because it was one of the best places I've ever worked.
Yeah.
That I realised like how lucky
How
I
good
was.
it was.
Yeah.
And was it the philosophy of the place which sort of helped you, I don't know, get a deeper understanding of yourself as well?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realise that people could be that nice at work.
Yeah.
Everyone was so nice to each other.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, they'd sit at lunch and do a crossword together and talk to each other. And there wasn't this like front of house, back of house resentment.
Divide, yeah.
I really couldn't believe it.
That's fascinating because people do come on and say that it's such a lovely place to work.
Yeah.
But it also kind of has this kind of aggro manly food thing of like tripe and, you know?
Yeah. But it's funny because at St. John, I said, okay, I'll go and do some savoury food. I went upstairs. There was a box of like, I don't know, some sort of bird. And then one of the chefs said, okay, just cut all the heads off of the bird. And I thought, right, okay. Then I think I cut the first one and I said, oh, what's that? It was like all green in the neck.
Yeah.
And it was Jonathan Walway. He went, that's the bird's last meal. I said, sorry.
I'm out of it.
Put it back down and I went back downstairs.
I'm going to go and revolutionise your
that's not
pastry
for me.
section instead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the restaurant industry can be obviously horrible, as you were alluding to there. 2018, you set up, obviously, Countertalk, which is, changed the game. But you had some horrible experiences, right?
Yeah.
Can we talk about a couple of those? Like the reason behind why you decided to
Yeah, I mean, I
get into the
think,
game? I mean, you were bullied out of a kitchen. You were sort of...
of course, but they definitely, in a way, built me to who I am.
Yeah, right.
Made me very tough.
But what happened?
It would have been nice not to go through some of those things.
Yeah,
though.
but you know what is really funny? Upon reflection, I think you should always reflect on your behaviour as a person. Sometimes I deserve to be told off, and I needed it, And I think that with perspective of becoming an employer, I wish I could do my life in reverse.
Really?
As the employer, I wish I could now go back 10 years and be an employee. I'd be much better.
So what were the things that you think you would tweak?
I just think you don't realise the fact that you're, an employee somewhere and you have this responsibility. I wish I was a bit more responsible. Yeah. Actually. But it was a learning thing.
It's not your responsibility to be terrorised by another chef, though, is it?
No, but I was a lot.
Yeah.
But,
But then how would you react to that differently now? Surely the same as you did then.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think I'd have a bit more... I'd maybe deal with it slightly differently. Yeah. I've been, properly bullied in kitchens.
But what, can we set the scene a tiny bit or not?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that... I don't know, I look at them now as character building, and I don't blame them. I just think it was, definitely of its time. I've had, tables slammed at me and, been shoved up against the wall and fingers in my face and, but I actually think his kids watch me on Bake Off now, and I know they do, so... He probably feels really bad.
But I read
that... I was going to say his name.
He probably feels really bad.
I read that you had to, wear... Or was there something about wearing a wedding ring so you weren't sort of...
Well, that was actually advice from my first chef mentor. He was like, you should wear a wedding ring when you go into kitchens just to prevent the harassment.
That's a genius move.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't stop them.
Because you're always working with your hands, so actually take them off.
Keep taking it off.
Yeah.
Should have just written, wedding ring where it was meant to be.
But you know what, though? With that, there are some really horrible people in every part of your life, but there are also some of the most amazing people. And even though, yes, quite a few men have been quite horrible, I've also found that quite a few men have been incredible. So I do also think we should... I like to celebrate the people that have really taught me to be who I am.
Yeah.
And one of those people is Jonathan Walway from St. John.
Legend.
Yeah, what an amazing mentor to have.
But you'd never expect to get fired for sort of speaking about staff welfare, would you? I mean...
No, but I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one must be, as a business owner now.
Yeah.
You probably handle that. You could give them some advice on how to handle a situation like that.
But building a team has been fascinating, and
Yeah.
understanding that everybody's got like their own path and their own needs and their own
shit
thought
going on.
processes and their own baggage that they bring to every scenario. So I don't ever look at what someone says as an isolated thing.
Yeah.
But what made you stick with it? Because we've spoken to loads of female chefs who've done incredibly well and then got out the game after like 3 experiences. They're like, we've had enough, and now they'll do something else. Maybe I don't know, but they've said just got to the point where we couldn't go in anymore and face that, because it wasn't just one kitchen; it was several.
Yeah.
What made you stick with it?
Well, I think that St. John was a turning point, because I was going to leave. Before St. John, I was applying to like Ocado to work in food. Like on the other side,
Yeah.
food buying or something. And then St. John really changed my whole trajectory. And if it hadn't been for that experience, then I wouldn't probably still be chefing. And if, like, say, Ocado had gotten back to me, I would have definitely left chefing. But thank goodness I went there, because I set up Countertalk because of that.
Yeah.
It just, like, it did a lot for me.
Yeah, so like you mentioned Countertalk. One of your superpowers, I think, is this ability to like be quite vulnerable, share everything about an experience. But in a really engaging way that kind of like questions people might be too afraid to ask or kind of like be embarrassed to ask. Do you think that has come about because, like you said, you weren't like a restaurant obsessive? It wasn't your world necessarily.
Yeah.
And so you're experiencing things and going like, fuck me, this is extraordinary or weird or kind of whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to share it. But what made you want to start sharing it?
Well, I think it's because I came into the food world naively, not to chase anything. Instagram wasn't really a thing then.
No.
I didn't know anything. I didn't know anybody. And the only reason I wrote that first book was basically because of you.
Come on, Rav.
Ugh,
Right?
fucking hell,
And I didn't know that those things were possible for me. And I didn't know about I remember working at St. John, and some of these lovely girls would come in they'd gone to Ballymaloe or Leiths, which I didn't even know what Ballymaloe was.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were saying, oh yeah, we're going to go and work at the River Cafe, or and I thought, what the hell is that? And this was remember, it was before the Instagram time where you kind of know what everything is.
Yeah, because it was presented to
And
you.
I just felt like I was from that world where the doors were closed, because even a cheese menu at St. John, I was like, why would someone order a cheese plate? I don't understand. And some of the chefs will mock me and say, well, how can you not know what this is? How can you not know what this, thing is? And I would say, well, because I didn't grow up with eating cheese. We ate paneer, which I didn't really like, or mild cheddar.
Yeah.
That was the only thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't know all of these like things about the food world. So the whole thing with Countertalk was opening the gates for people and saying, no matter what background you've come from, you can also do these things. Like I wrote how to write a cookbook. I did a lot on that because I wanted to open that world up for people to say, you don't need to know somebody to do this. And this is how I did it, even though I didn't know how to do that. And we did stuff like how to get onto TV, because I didn't chase TV, but someone DM'd me, which is how I got onto TV. Wasn't chasing it.
Yeah.
But when I got those contacts, I wanted to share them with people to say that you can also do those things.
So good.
Well, you are a well-trodden star of the screen now, but how did that come about, that DM?
Yeah, what is this DM?
If I'm DM'd by anyone, I'm thinking, fucking hell.
Well,
I mean,
Is this real? Is this fake? Yeah, I'm
Just
replying,
on
but
the-
they're
in the
not getting back to you. I'm suddenly sent £1,000 to China and nothing's come back.
it was lockdown.
Yeah.
And I was living back with my family, and I was with my grandmother every day. And as a joke and for fun, I was Instagramming every day with her, like really silly anecdotes,
Unbelievable content.
cook-alongs. It was naive and silly and fun,
Yeah.
and of the intention that it was not to go viral. We didn't even really know what that was then. It wasn't a big thing, right? And I was having so much fun with her. People loved it. People started to re-engage with it, and it kind of exploded organically. And then somebody must have, within those first couple of months of lockdown, messaged me saying, I would really love you to come for a, what's it called? Screen test.
Screen test, yeah.
For a show.
Was the pastry chef's guide
Yes.
out by then?
Yes.
Yeah. So that had like happened,
Yeah.
which is extraordinary.
It came out just as lockdown happened.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I think they thought it wouldn't sell because it was lockdown, but actually everybody started baking.
Wrong were they?
Yeah. It was a baking time.
Yeah.
And I ignored this DM because I thought, no way, didn't want to do it. And I also thought it was fake. And then they messaged me on LinkedIn, messaged me on Facebook, emailed me. It was all these avenues of this person trying to get in touch with me. And I ignored most of them. And I remember telling my mum, oh, this person wants me to come and do a TV screen test. And she was saying, oh, shut up, just do it. That was her words. I said, oh, fine, okay.
Okay.
So I messaged them back, okay, fine. And I didn't know, but it was for Junior Bake Off. to replace Prue Leith.
Yeah.
Because it was COVID and she couldn't do the series. So I turned up to this like random, almost like date scenario with Liam Charles, where we were like put into a room together to see if we got on.
Well,
And I took the whole thing as a joke.
yeah.
Honestly, honest joke. And I walked out of that and said, I'm never going to get that. And then I went to Greece
Yeah.
because it was, it was lockdown. You weren't really allowed to travel.
Yeah.
And I was private chefing for a client that I had at the time. And he flew me to Greece. And they said to me before, if you get this job, you can't go to Greece. And I thought, well, I'm obviously not getting the job.
Yeah.
So I went to Greece.
Straight to Greece.
And whilst I was out there, I got the job. And then they called me and said, if you don't come back from Greece right now, you're going to lose this job. And because it was COVID and you had to do 2 weeks of isolation or something.
Yeah.
So then I told this client, I've actually got this job and I have to go back. And he lost his shit with me.
Really?
Yeah. I packed my suitcase and I left in the middle of the night. I just left. I know. I haven't spoken to him since.
So he wasn't like, oh, well done.
No.
Tremendous.
It was
Is that Mr. Easy Job?
horrifying.
Stelling.
I'm just guessing.
It was terrifying.
Wow. So you just had to sneak out.
Yeah. It
Well,
was so
fuck that guy,
silly.
Rav.
I know, and I thought, God, I've lost my £500 fee that I was going to earn
Yeah, whatever, mate.
doing this
So,
chefing
so,
thing.
so what was the screen test? Were you like just with kids as well, or was it just the two of you?
Yes, 2 kids showed up,
Right.
and they bought bakes, and I had to judge them. Fondant fancies, I think.
Cool.
And I just spoke about
What is it like being a judge on that show? Because speaking bluntly, I'd be a bit terrified about hygiene on occasion of a child.
What do you think they're going to...
that goes out the window on day
You
one.
think like they might...
Well, I
What are
don't
you
know.
thinking? Dribbling in... What are you...
I don't know.
What's your fear?
I don't know. Anything.
I
Put it
saw
on
a
the table.
baker lick from her elbow to her finger, dip it into the trifle all the way to the bottom, pull it out and lick it again.
Oh, it's
And I still ate that.
Delicious
Yeah.
trifle.
Delicious.
But I mean, okay, maybe not getting ill off the kids, but being brutal to the kids, being a
Yeah,
judge.
also how you're
You've,
speaking to them, yeah.
yeah, you got to be stern, I'm guessing, at times, but also
Yeah, but
loving.
it's never, the thing that people don't see is we've developed a relationship off screen because we
Yeah.
stay in like the same hotel and we chat off screen. We're
Are they
always-
there with their parents and
yeah,
stuff?
we're running
right, okay.
around. So when we give them the feedback, we know them already, or we've like had time to talk, or as soon as we have, when we stop filming, I'll give them a cuddle, say like,
Yeah.
just do this next time, or
Yeah, so it's not cutthroat.
it's really not, and they're so nice. It actually makes me love kids so much, that
Really?
show. Yeah.
Do you ever have any like nightmare parents who are like desperate for their kid to become the next
Yeah.
like celebrity?
Knocking on your
You know,
hotel
like-
door at like midnight.
Well, like like
Slipping
football-
things under the hotel door.
Football parents who
Yeah,
are like,
yeah.
this is it for their kid. They're going to become a
I think it's
Celebrity
a very
baker.
fun show, Bake Off.
Okay, it's
and
not-
all the parents are there to have
parents are a
fun.
nightmare.
Yeah, everyone is lovely.
Okay, everyone's
and
a
because
sweetheart.
we are usually in the same hotel, in the evening when all the kids are like maybe going down to bed, we might stay and have a chat with the parents, and they're just so happy
It's
to
a
be
nice
there.
environment.
Yeah,
Is Donato contractually not allowed to be involved?
maybe
Because that's a shame.
I could change his name and
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. You may want to get into the game. Of all those incredible restaurants you worked at, are there some desserts or some of your creations, or maybe things which were there before you arrived, which sort of stand out as, I don't know, you still think of them and think they're absolutely delicious? Like Jamavar's desserts, when we went there, we didn't get a chance to try them, did we?
They held them back from us,
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
they.
Yeah.
No, not
I wasn't allowed to do the pastry there.
Oh, weren't you?
No, I was a savoury chef at Jam
Oh, right.
because they had a pastry chef already, and he did not want another one there.
Really?
He needs to chill
No.
out because he could have. That would have.
Well,
been
I did help them with their chocolate. They have like a chocolate fondant
Yeah.
thing, which I did the recipe for them for that, but I didn't do the other puddings there.
No.
No.
Did you? So like, I remember when we were doing Llewellyn's, it was like seen as this like incredibly exciting radical thing that you'd been brought in as like the pastry chef, because almost that had disappeared. Like in all the kitchens I worked in, you'd have your prep list and then I'd have like make a quince tart on the end
Yeah.
of it. It was like almost an afterthought, or like make a salted caramel ice cream base. And then when you were there like as a pastry chef, it was like very exciting. Did you feel like you had to create that for yourself almost? Because it had kind of gone from the industry.
It had, yeah.
Yeah.
It was always like just a panna cotta,
Yeah.
or like
Or an ice cream or a tart.
yeah, semi-Fredo.
Yeah.
But Alcides brought me on, who was at Rochelle Canteen.
Yeah.
We didn't even really know each other, but he had seen my work somehow, maybe from my St. John days, And it was his idea to actually put me in as a proper pastry chef there. Yeah, it was definitely because of Alcides.
Because in America, like all the cool restaurants have like pastry programs.
Yeah, but then Katya, the owner, was like fabulous enough to say, yeah, let's do that.
What a cool idea. Yeah.
And it was definitely, and I made all the puff pastry there.
Yeah.
Like rolled it all for the boys to make their petiviers and do whatever it is they wanted to do, because it was a bench like this to make all the desserts. But yeah, it was worth it. I think it definitely created a buzz.
Oh, it was amazing.
Just jumping back to the Bake Off, is Prue leaving the big one?
Oh,
As in the senior one?
I don't know. She left the charity one.
Oh, the
She's
charity
still
one.
on the
Were you?
What are you saying?
Did-
You want Rav?
No, I'm saying, did they
You want
say,
Rav?
Rav, we want you on there? Are you going to do that?
No.
No.
That's not for me.
Wasn't it someone from Leeds who got the job? Or am I misreading
Oh,
that?
what, the older lady?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, that lady you mentioned earlier. I can't remember.
Caroline Waldegrove.
I think so. Yeah.
Mate, leave Caroline alone.
Oh, she's got a gig.
trying
It's
to
great
retire.
to see. No, she's not retiring.
No, she's in.
She's back in the
Yeah,
game.
Prue is a pro though. She's like, her and Paul are like machines.
Machines, yeah.
Yeah.
Black Axe Miguel, do you work there?
Yeah, I worked there.
What are the puddings there as well?
I did savoury there.
Oh, fucking hell. So
Yeah.
you're actually not a pastry chef at all. This has all
But
been a lie.
But I worked with Lee to do things like the peanut butter bar.
Mm.
Can't remember what else we developed there, but it was quite fun because he was so cool in the sense that he was like, just do whatever. Make fun ideas, cover this in glitter, add this, fry this. Like, it was good. And
Quite fun.
I developed this like sort of like stuffed flatbread for him there, with all
Nice.
his cheese. And
Had you met him at St John?
I'd met Lee before, yeah.
Yeah.
I think not sure if it was at St John, but somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah. And that was definitely like, there was no pastry section, obviously. Like, I remember cutting cardboard to make a tray to put my peanut butter bars on so that I could rest them in the chest freezer on something straight. Like, it wasn't designed for, yeah.
Do you see your sort of younger team now have a post-night out routine? I'm going to ask you about yours in the glory days. But when we spoke, funnily enough, to Aaron from Wildflowers, where are you going to be heading there soon?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
Go and try it.
Yeah,
Go
I
try
would
it.
really
It's a
like
great
to.
place. Anyway, he was saying like now he's obviously the sort of restaurateur, the chef. He can't be going out with his staff as much as he used to go out when he was just staff. But talk about the glory days. I mean, what was the funnest sort of restaurant you worked in for post night out? Did you have a routine? Did you go get food somewhere, drink somewhere?
You know what's funny is that I actually have a strict rule. I don't mingle with people where there is alcohol at work.
Ever?
No, I don't do it. And you know what? I think it's kept me out of trouble.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Because had I done that, I would have gotten myself into tricky situations.
Yeah.
And because I didn't drink, I didn't ever see the appeal of going out with everybody after work and go drinking. But the next day, I'd get the gossip from everybody about what happened. So I'd be like everyone's confidant. So I knew what was happening.
Yeah.
But equally, all of my friends were not in food. So I would do my shift, and then one of them would pick me up, and we'd all go partying in Shoreditch or whatever. But it's a totally different group of people who went in
Nice.
food.
You get out.
I did not go out with people from work.
What about
Kind of
food-wise though?
categories.
Smart move.
If you
Yeah.
finished late night, come on, there must have been a little foodie spot you'd go to grab something when you're hungry, or maybe even just post Shoreditch
When you're
night out.
partying in Shoreditch.
Yeah, I mean, it was always pizza or something. But no, a lot of my friends are not in food. So we would get a kebab from one of these really bad places in Shoreditch. But
Nice.
but I was also a sober person, so I didn't really crave bad
Like
food.
No.
drunk food.
Yeah.
3 cookbooks down now, right?
Yes.
Is there another one coming, firstly? Secondly, do they get harder? I mean, we had Lorraine Pascal, the great Lorraine Pascal, who's actually sort of disappeared from the ether for many years. I think she's making a
Coming back,
comeback.
Freddie.
But she was the best-selling cookbook author for many years. And then she said, like, when I got to my sort of 4th, I think it was, she'd sort of dried up.
She'd run
And she was
herself
like, it was a
dry,
weird pressure. She needed to take time out. She didn't want other people writing recipes for her which weren't hers. How tough is that? I'm not saying you have that.
I think it's tempting to just get someone to write them for you,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's very tempting. Keeps
But
people in work, Rav.
actually, I think
Give Ben a gig.
with my first book was like my repertoire from restaurants, and I was so happy to release that. The second one still had like quite a lot of repertoire, and I tested that really heavily in lockdown. The third one was like a real home cooking, the way my food had changed because I started working from home a lot more.
Yeah.
So it was very homely. Whereas the next one that I do, I'm very excited about because I've had this new lease of life in creating recipes, and it's actually going to be a lot more savoury than sweet.
Nice.
And it's
As in because of Gina.
yeah.
You've had that this new lease of life.
And also, yeah, all of the testing phase before Gina opened, and me and Matt were cooking so much at home, and also cooking for Donnie, and
Yeah.
just kind of,
Is it called Gina?
no.
Shame.
So hold on, do we know, is this book,
Maybe.
it's a thing, it's coming?
It's going to come, but it's a while off, yeah. But I've actually written most of it already.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that one.
Well,
Because I think I've had a new like spark of creativity, whereas if I hadn't done the restaurant, I wouldn't have had that. It
Yeah.
would have just been like I'll just write something for the sake of it. But
and are we going to get a Gina cookbook?
maybe
With you, like Matty, giving us some of his dishes?
I would like to one day.
Come on.
What,
People what they want.
what's
now.
that creative process like in the restaurant then? Because obviously you have a say over everything, so does he, I'm guessing. But I mean, do you fight a bit over what should be on the menu?
Yeah.
How often do you change it?
Oh, yeah.
We change it nearly every day, sometimes twice a day,
Wow.
and we fight
Based
about
on
that.
what? Just what's coming in, what's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best thing about Gina is that we have like really strong connections with all of our suppliers, and they pick up the phone and say, we've got this or we've got that coming in, or I've got a really good deal on this and I'll throw you in some of that. So we work very much on seasonality, and we work with Celtic fish.
Nice.
I love them,
Yeah.
and they're always telling us what's best that they've got on a day boat. So that reflects the fish that we do. Farmer Tom tells us what, we sometimes
FTJ.
get some of those like
FTJ.
whey-fed pork
Yeah,
chops,
nice.
which
So good.
incredible. So Matt, and now it's game season, so Matt's doing a lot of game. We've just had a lovely amount of, we've bought a really nice amount of black truffle,
Oh.
so we'll be using that in a few dishes. And Joe Collier is our new head chef. He's a phenomenal cook, and we feel so grateful for him.
So where's Joe come from?
Joe was just at Leo's actually, but he
Nice.
Matty gave him his first ever chef job. Yeah, so they know each other, and Joe went to the Ritz. He's worked around quite a lot, and he's got
He's worked for
excellent
John Boy.
palate.
Yeah.
Our kitchen is
Quite
like mostly
exciting.
a sober kitchen as well. Like everybody doesn't really drink, so people are quite serious there,
Yeah.
which we weren't really expecting. But people take their job really seriously. Everybody's excited about developing. Like the other day, we did this. Robin, one of our other chefs, did this like stuffed meat cannelloni with. Oh, it's delicious. All these braised meats and covered it in a black truffle sauce. Oh, I want to do that on a special. But yeah, we have a blackboard. So all the specials that we want to play with go on the blackboard, and our main menu stays like kind of fixed in some ways.
Nice.
Star food looks
Yeah.
pretty good there as well.
Good star food.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like very high quality star food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even before you were open.
Yeah.
I just wanted to come and just hang around the place. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
A little hard hat lunch.
Yeah, yeah.
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 7 years since doing Countertalk though, like you must be pretty disappointed that the industry's still or not.
I think the industry's grown so much, actually. I think COVID created a huge change in the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was almost like when I did Countertalk before COVID, everyone was like, shut up.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of restaurants were like, oh, not you again. And then after COVID, they were all messaging me, like, can I post an ad, or can you help us with this, or what do you think about me introducing this policy? We had a lot of people asking us about maternity pay, for example,
Yeah.
like introducing that and how we'd go about it. But it has changed a lot. I think it's come on leaps and bounds. And I think hospitality is one of the best careers that you can get yourself into.
Rav, I couldn't agree
If
more.
Donnie was going to do it, I'd be like, go for it.
Done.
You go for it.
But you must be disappointed, sorry, by the sort of a couple of well-documented chefs this year sort of coming out and being, I don't know, saying some bad
Who?
things.
J Money. Who you
J Money,
Who?
Sir Jason Aston. Is that
Sir Jason A,
referring to?
things like that. Still pity of, I'm guessing.
He got a slap on the wrist, Jason.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Slap?
Shall I say something?
Yes, please.
I'm too busy
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
to...
Yeah.
Focus on it.
No. Sorry.
That's good.
So who's running
I'm very busy.
Who's running Countertalk then day to
And
day?
I also... I don't like, getting involved in things that...
Quite right, too.
Business.
Well, we should say today's show is powered by our mates at Blink, the UK heroes flipping the POS world on its head. There are no contracts, no hidden fees, no per device nonsense. Running a restaurant, Rav, then you already know most POS systems are slow. They're clunky and they're daylight robbery, but Blink isn't. It's the first POS so simple your team can master it in a matter of minutes, and it's just £69 a month for unlimited devices. Proper UK support 24/7 and zero headaches. That's half the price of the big guys, even better than some. Also, we're going to give you a free month with the code GOTOBLINK. And it's the last couple of weeks where you can set in your kitchen nightmares to win a whole year's worth of Blink for free, which is quite incredible.
Get him in.
Talking about, well, we're obviously here with Rav, who's a genius in the art of savoury and sweet. But Ben, have you created anything
I have.
to tantalise our taste buds today?
Yeah, I have, Freddie.
Well, go on. What have you created?
I've made... I think it's a recipe of yours.
Go
What do you mean you think?
Well, I just think it is. I don't know if it is, but I haven't made it with any probably of what was meant to be in it. I've made a Bakewell, like a Bakewell pudding,
Okay.
but with...
It doesn't sound like it's on a verse.
No, I think you did write about this at one point,
Okay.
or in one of your books.
What is it?
It's like a Bakewell pudding.
Tinned Bakewell.
Well, yeah, it had. I think yours has tinned cherries.
Tinned cherries,
I
yeah.
couldn't find tinned
Okay.
cherries, Rav. Turns out they're really hard to find.
Yeah.
Use fresh ones.
What? No, I haven't even used fresh. Not
You only use cherries.
I've used strawberries and raspberries.
Fine.
I thought that would be delicious anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to get it out. It's on the floor.
Great. I actually thought we were having chocolate cake.
Oh, you can have some chocolate cake. This is Diana Henry's chocolate
Oh
cake.
wow, yeah. I'm a big chocolate
Chocolate
cake
and wine
fan.
cake.
Wow.
Chocolate and red wine.
Well, maybe you have a
both.
slice of both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put
I
that on
got
the
that.
table.
Yeah, it's a little party.
I've got some creme fraiche. I forgot the
There we
special
go.
bowl.
The mic's gone.
And then I've
Thank
also
you.
got some
What?
custard.
I'll allow you to.
Thank you.
So
Oh, that looks good.
No, please. We got some creme fraiche as well. Diana Henry's a big fan of it. As you cut away at that, we're going to say favourite foodie scent. We like to ask people, what is their favourite foodie smell?
Foodie scent.
Yeah.
Oh, brown butter.
Ooh, good one.
It's very
Actually,
good.
one of the best answers we've had.
Yeah,
What's
I'd say
yours?
the best.
Some people refuse to answer the question.
Yeah, yeah. Some people just don't know what's going on. What about the worst food fad?
Food.
Food fad.
Fad.
Yeah.
Oh, chocolate and strawberries and Borough Market, maybe.
Yes.
They don't even go that well together.
No. Do you still get time to go out?
Yeah.
Where have you been eating recently?
I love eating out.
Yes.
Where did I go recently?
Do you get a date night in?
Yeah.
I mean, Matty's gorgeous. How could you not be taking him for date nights? I want to take him for date night.
As well. Now I know he lives on his own.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm going to go
sneaking
around.
up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
You know,
Matty, come on, mate.
we do really make time for date night on a Monday or a Tuesday night. The annoying thing is so many of the restaurants we want to go to are shut on a Monday.
Yeah.
Like even tonight, we were sat there going, "Oh, we really want to go to Dala,
Mm.
D-A, you know." And we were looking up and going, "Oh, it's closed tonight," but we really wanted to go there. We went to Singbury recently, which we really
was that?
liked. Delicious.
Is it all right to serve tinned custard?
Absolutely.
Good.
Trinity's open on a Monday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, we
Ooh.
live so far. By the time I put
I
my
told
son
you,
to bed
Adam's
at
got a-
7.
Adam's got a private chauffeur service. Yeah.
You know, it's like the bedtime routine. It has to be after the bedtime routine.
Yeah.
No, Rav.
We go to one of our local places, Tandoor at the Chambers. We go there pretty much most Tuesdays.
What's the order?
We usually get the paneer, which
Yeah.
is so good.
So you've done a 180 on paneer.
Yeah, because since making it at Jamavar, the texture of homemade paneer is so much better than like rubbish paneer.
True.
My mum didn't used to make it because she wasn't a fan of it.
Oh, really?
Oh, sorry.
No. So, yeah, like learning how to make it there. And also my friend Tarunima makes the best paneer I've ever had. Like paneer
Thank
kofta.
you.
So I've had a
Ooh.
new appreciation for it.
Okay, so paneer's on the menu.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, yeah. So
Gonna
we
do
often
something.
have that on a Tuesday.
Gorgeous.
But it's just difficult where we live. There's not that much to go and eat.
To go and eat.
Well, that's why
Unless-
the people of
like, you
Chingford are
should
so
go to
happy.
Gina.
But we try and do Hackney, so we can drive somewhere in Hackney,
Yeah,
which is why
nice.
we did.
Do you ever eat at your own restaurant? I mean, a lot of chefs come and go like, you've got to. Because then you
I
get...
eat a lot at the restaurant, like
Yeah, yeah.
once or twice a week.
Really?
But
I mean,
not-
like-
not star food, like
No.
legit off the menu. Custard.
Yes, please.
I'll let you
That's
say
one of my
first.
favourites.
That's lovely, little Bakewell.
Freddie, you haven't had any custard, mate.
Well, I know, because I like to have it first,
Yeah,
and then I'm going to go in for the custard.
But we eat there once or twice a week, but not because it's more about convenience. I bring Donnie on the weekend
Yeah.
at least once to have a meal
Nice.
because Matt's in the kitchen and it's really nice for Matt to get a bit of time with Donnie. So yesterday we had Sunday lunch together with Donnie and he loves it. Like I think he had the rib of beef yesterday with carrots and he really likes that. And then in the week, some nights, if I'm really, stretched thin, which I often am, it's more about convenience and I'll put Donnie to bed and then come back, do a few bits and quickly have a steak or something.
Yeah, nice.
Why not? The perks of having a restaurant.
Do you ever now cook?
Never.
No.
Never.
Sad.
I know I never cook at home.
How much Italian food comes into Christmas or something? Because apparently they love their Christmas sort of affairs. Is he Italian? Is he
Alright.
is he a fake Italian? This is gorgeous.
You know what, Rab? I couldn't find any almond extract either, or almond.
This is really nice.
It's good. What's your fucking recipe?
Mm.
That's why it's so
This
good.
is really nice.
Yeah, forget Diane Henry's cake.
Diana Henry's cake
I'm
is
joking.
also tremendous.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
It is glorious.
But a Rav Gill recipe, honestly, Freddie.
Right, we're going to go Nightmare Day. Forget my Italian Christmas. I just get romantic about Italian Christmases. Sorry. Such a crime.
You love an Italian Christmas
I do love an Italian Christmas, yes.
and an Austrian Christmas.
Ever since we interviewed the lady from Eda's. Is it Eda's?
Ida's, Simona
Yeah.
Winkert.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nightmare Day. Come on. What's the worst day you've ever had in a restaurant or a kitchen?
Nightmare day. I've had so many.
I know. Well, you can give us a few.
Okay. Maybe nightmare scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You might win a year's supply of Blink here.
I had quite a few nightmare days at Gina in the first 2 months, where I felt I felt anxiety up to my throat. I thought I was going to throw up all day from extreme anxiety.
Really?
Yeah. It was like every single problem was like coming my way. Like every single staff member's problem, everything that was broken, things that weren't working, customers being upset about something. Like there was a Sunday where we got our potatoes where we normally get them from, and they're normally great potatoes, and we hadn't tested them ahead of the Sunday, but we do roast potatoes in Essex, right? And they were coming out too sugary. It was like a bad batch of potato.
So what does that mean? They get like
you know when they go
extra dark and
brown, yeah, and they were just not right, so they were falling apart. And the way people lost their shit about not having potatoes on a Sunday in Essex was enough to make you want to cry. Like you couldn't believe you were having a dialogue with people about this, because we were like, you can have chips instead.
Yeah.
And our chips are triple cooked, they're lovely. But grown people losing their shit in your face when you have got like a toddler who's probably had a tantrum at you already that day, and some pipe bursting under the sink, and then have someone who you're like, I'm going to give you chips.
Yeah.
And then being near tears because there's no potatoes on a Sunday, and you've ruined their Sunday. Like that, shit like that.
Do you ever like just melt down?
No, I don't have time to, but...
Really? So you just keep it together?
Keep it together.
And just get on with it?
Get on with it. That's what my mum's like.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your
Don't spend time being upset. Just get on with it.
What is your release though?
My release?
Yeah.
What is your release? Great question, Freddie.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't think I have one right now.
Really? There's no release valve?
No.
Okay.
No, like,
Pepper?
Netflix binge?
Very rarely. My day is my kid or my work. My kid or my work. That's it. There's not
You're
really.
acing both, so well done.
But it does mean that your time is... That's why I was saying, like, I don't have time to scroll on Instagram or look at something that's happened or get, involved in things that I'm so busy.
Yeah, nice.
So you listen to this podcast as a good release. Have you ever...
I listen to this podcast,
Thank you.
actually.
Well, you were telling me
That's
on
a
the
good
left.
release. I do listen to it.
That's a release.
And I really enjoy it.
Thank you so
on my
much.
nursery drop-offs.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
Where are we, Freddie? We locations?
Yeah.
What's your go-to weeknight restaurant? Maybe you told us already.
Tandor at the Chambers in Buckers Hill.
What's your other go-to weeknight restaurant?
Oh. Well, in London.
Yeah.
I used to really love going to Brawn. I haven't been there in
nice.
so long, but I used to love that place.
Yeah.
And recently I like Loretta's Pizza in Columbia Road. Have you been?
No.
Sounds good.
Really good.
Really.
I mean, the guy takes quite a while to make one pizza because it's just him.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Really?
Oh, it's so nice. Donnie
All right.
loves it too.
What about favourite place for a special supper? A
Bibi.
celebratory one. Bibi.
Yeah.
Bibi.
I sent my parents there after I had Donnie because they helped me so much.
That's so nice.
Yeah, I sent them there for like a little dinner.
Mr. Chet Sharma.
It's so
Was
good.
Bibi called Bibi? As in your Bibi?
Yep, she was BG.
Oh, she's
You get a
BG.
BG and a BB. She's a BG.
What's the
Right.
difference?
Well, I asked my mum this the other day. I was like, why aren't you a BG to Donnie?
Yeah.
She was like, I'm not a BG. I'm a nunny. I said, why? And she couldn't really give me an answer.
So it's like...
Getting
small
selfish about my name she wants.
Yeah. So in Punjabi, it's nanny or nanna or BG. But I don't know why. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
There'll be people on the internet working.
I'm
it out.
sure Chet will know with his new book coming out, which is called Bibi.
He'll have a chapter
Oh,
probably.
it's out.
That's a
No, it's out.
fantastic book.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
You've seen it?
Yeah, I've got one. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh,
Big
so
up.
good.
Big
That
book.
keeps these things from
He
us
is
nowadays.
such a good chef, isn't
Good
he?
chef, isn't he?
Yeah, he's an impressive person.
Glorious man. Glorious man.
Nice
I went to
haircut as
Dorian
well.
recently. That was
Ooh.
fun.
Mm.
That was like, you felt like I was in another world.
Yeah,
for
mad.
lunch. Yeah.
Well, the way you were talking about Gina sounds like you're the Dorian of Chingford.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
People coming in for those
I
big
don't
wing
know.
rips.
I mean,
whatever you
they're
say.
they're like super pristine, right?
different gear.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Those Rosties.
Yeah, so cool. Where are we, Freddie? Go to pub? Well, presumably you don't go. Do you go to the
We
pub?
do pubs. I'm so sorry, but I love the Devonshire.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and I think I'll take the team there. And we're going to the Anchor and Hope actually in 2 weeks. I love the Anchor and Hope. I love the Camberwell Arms.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
proper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're friends with Mike, aren't you?
Yeah.
Beautiful man.
Is he
Love
involved in
Mike.
the restaurant?
Yeah.
Magic Mike?
We gave him like a few shares actually.
Well, they're opening somewhere.
Well, he seems to have just retired on the back of those shares and moved to Deal.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just had another baby.
I know, the man's
Yeah.
a breeder.
Yeah. He's eating every good restaurant in Deal, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
He's absolutely loving those shares.
Yeah.
He's loving the people of
Those shares
Chingford's,
with his girlfriend.
Chingford's generosity. What about hidden gem or a secret little place not many people know about? Could be anywhere in the world. Doesn't have to be in Chingford.
Well, you know, I went to Ossip recently. It was so magical to kind of just step outside of London, do that. I honestly just went there. I slept. I had dinner. I slept. I had breakfast. I went home.
Wow.
Oh, it was amazing. And it was so good that I've booked for 3 of my friends to go next week.
Oh.
Yeah, because they've been 3 of my friends that don't.
With you as well? I'm
No,
guessing. Oh.
they've been doing shifts in the restaurant for me for free, which is so nice.
You seem to have the nicest friends in the world.
I have the best friends.
Yeah. And brother.
They look after Donnie, and he thinks that they're like his second parents.
Yeah.
He's obsessed with them. They come anytime you need something, even if it's in the middle of the night. My friends will come. They are amazing.
It's
friends.
amazing. I don't know how you've cultivated that extraordinary friendship.
I don't know.
So OSIP.
They find the food world interesting because they're not in it. So I'm sending them all to OSIP.
That's so nice.
Next week. Yeah.
We should do that trip.
You should.
We should, Freddie. Why don't we book it in?
Was
Should we do it Wednesday?
insane.
Yeah, I always think there's quite a lot of pressure on something like OSIP because, like you've just said, it's like a special thing. You're leaving London, you're going to go and stay the night, have your dinner. And yet I've never heard anyone... It'd be easy for people to be like, oh, it wasn't as good as I was hoping for. Whereas I've never heard anyone
I had
say
no
bad,
expectation.
No.
Oh, really? Everyone does with OSIP, though.
It was just so lovely.
And it was amazing. Yeah, it's obviously a special place.
Also near where my mum lives, there's this like grotty paratha place that looks really unclean from the outside, and it kind of is inside. But it's just a team of women who make the best parathas every day.
So
and you just go, I think it's £4, and it's like this big. You get a big tub of yogurt, and I had it right before I gave birth, actually.
Wow, same day.
Does it have
day
a name?
before. I don't know. I think it's called like. It's in Seven Kings. It's in Seven Kings. I'll have to find out the name.
Female-run paratha.
I just know exactly where it is. Yeah, so good. All the builders go in there. It's like very busy in the mornings because everybody's just going there to eat their
Maybe
breakfast.
you could drop us a pin and send it to us on Google Maps
Yes,
so we
I
could
will.
put it in.
That would be a lovely touch.
Yeah.
That would be a lovely touch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dream long weekend. Presumably at OSIP.
Yeah, go to OSIP or leave London for a little bit.
Yeah, where would you go?
I want to go to Manchester quite desperately, but I just can't. I hate travelling on the train.
When you've got Bayat's car, just say, could you drop me in Manchester?
I don't like travelling for very long.
What about abroad? Do you go abroad?
Yeah, but I don't like travelling. I don't like aeroplanes. I don't like trains.
When was the last time you did a nice little romantic weekend? Just you, Matty, and of course
we went to Ossip, but we went to the Caribbean this year with Jenny. And
you went on a cruise?
Yeah, the flight
wasn't the one.
Traumatizing.
Really?
Was that a Virgin cruise? I've been watching quite a lot of YouTubes on
this. Virgin flight, and it was a piano cruise.
But you made it look like you had a lovely time.
We did have a nice
Just the
time, but the flight was so hard with Donnie. Oh my gosh.
I don't want to put you on a plane.
I said, you know what? I'm okay to not go away.
Let's let him get a bit older.
Maybe you got to start doing what your parents did. Didn't your parents used to give you little nips of alcohol to get you off to bed?
Yeah. Yeah, work's a treat.
Words an absolute
you know
treat.
what?
They also used to fly first class and put us in economy.
Yeah.
That's another move.
Someone
you could
just
try.
say, just give him a bit of Calpol before the flight. But this kid has got so much energy.
It's got to be stronger than Calpol, Rav. Okay, I don't want you to go on a flight. I do want you, if we get you to Manchester somehow without having to travel, are there spots, like where would you be
So
going?
many.
What are the spots you're trying to get to?
So Joe, our head chef, is from Manchester.
Yeah.
And he's always telling us about the places to go. I want to go to, it's a place called Gouet. He always says they do really good desserts. Gouet.
Okay.
Firehouse.
Yeah.
Want to go there? Two of my best friends love that place. Homegrown or something. Homegrown.
Yeah.
And I don't know, some other places.
Okay, nice.
And I'd like to go to Edinburgh to go to Lannan. Darcy's.
Yeah.
I really want
How
to
do
go
you
there.
say that? Lannan.
Lannan.
Lannan
And
Bakery.
My friend Paul
We
has
went
got
there.
Oh, we went there, yeah.
in York called Cosgriffs and Sons. I want to
Okay,
go there
nice.
too. I would like to go out.
I've got to get you out on the road, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Just picture it as a TV show.
Yeah. Out on the road with
I
Rav.
went to Cornwall
Rav
with
on
them,
the road.
and it was a 1 hour flight, which I was fine
Yeah,
about.
nice.
Yeah,
Did that little double jet engine one down to Newquay or whatever.
yeah,
it was.
Love that
so
flight.
good.
Gorgeous.
You love
Free
that
shortbread and a bottle of water as well.
Yeah, honestly, Cornwall was magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you've been absolutely incredible. We're going to finish off with the final question. It's actually not the final one, but it's the second to the final. What is your go-to 3-course meal?
Ooh.
If you could put together your greatest 3 courses.
Oh my gosh.
And who's cooking each course for you?
I feel like I should have been prepared for this question.
Rav, you know what?
Well, you say you listen to the podcast, so...
People have been saying it for years.
Well, I'm just going to say I would love Matty to cook my final meal.
What
Even though my mum is a really good cook, I don't think she'd mind.
Well, they can do courses each.
She'd
He
be
is
forcing paneer on
such
you.
a good cook that I would like, for example, right now, I'd have a plate of his broccoli that he does with an anchois and these buttered almonds.
Oh.
I'd have that with some of the bread that Ashley, our pastry chef, makes because she makes it with landrace flour. It's so good. I'd have that to start. And then for main, I would have a really good steak.
Yeah.
I love steak. So it would have to be some like nice Farmer Tom Hereford, meat. I'd have a beautiful steak and I'd have chips. I'd have green peppercorn sauce because Joe and Matt make a really good one. And I'd just eat that. And then for dessert, I'd have a big fat slice of chocolate cake warmed in the microwave with some double cream.
Diana Henry's chocolate and red wine.
Maybe.
Mate, I don't want to put the pressure on Di.
I do.
Come on.
I do.
It's not fair.
I do.
Let me tell you, Di would have made that.
Who made this?
Just let's
Ben.
not.
Ben made
focus
it.
on
Ben made it.
I'm in a new flat.
Let's just say Diana left as soon as Ben put it down.
Di
She was
put
a
away
bull.
few spoonfuls.
She did, and then ran, and then she downed a pint of tea and ran.
Yeah, she was not happy.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. It was a bad review.
She never really got her voice back after
No, she
that.
didn't.
No, it was absolutely gorgeous. Rav, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
You've been absolutely wonderful, and good luck. We're going to come up to Gina.
Yes, please.
Everyone should go. We'll also drop a little thing on that. Well, it's Chingford High Street, isn't it?
How easy is it to get to Chingford?
So easy. Liverpool Street, there's an overground. It goes from Liverpool Street to Chingford
Yeah.
in like 27 minutes.
Beautiful.
Wi-Fi the whole way.
That
air
is-
conditioned,
Really?
That is nice.
Not very busy.
No.
When you get out of the train, it's directly in front of you.
Oh, there's no
Honestly,
excuse.
Stone's throw. There's no excuse.
Yeah, it's a
You can be there in half an hour. Well, thank you so much for coming in. We're going to actually finish up by saying, what song do you want us to play you out with?
Another one you should have been prepared for.
Another one you should have been
We
prepped for.
could have told you that.
Do you want to play a Sade song?
Please.
Okay. You should.
Yeah.
You can play. I can't remember the name of it, but it's mine and Matty's favourite song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and now I can't.
If it's
my
easier to
mind's
just
gone
sing
blank.
Then that is
I
also
don't think
fine.
you want me to.
Or you can play the piano like Jay did when he came in. Do we still have the piano in here somewhere? No.
No, Jay
Gone.
took the piano.
Jay took the piano. And a lot
But
of
you
other
can play
things.
Megan Thee Stallion Hot Girl. Do that. I bet you nobody ever says that.
Megan Thee
That's
Stallion
nice.
Hot Girl.
Yeah.
Thank you
okay.
so much.
Thank
Rav,
you.
thank you.
Thanks.
Beautiful.